So who else had a block? Then circle your biggest one, the one that comes up the most. Because now I want you to look at it, okay? What does this part of you want for you? So if I'm saying I'm not ready yet, it's like, well, I want to make sure that I'm really successful when I launch, or I have to work hard. I want to make sure that I can reach my goals, and then this is the way I've been told how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what does it want for you? What is this obstacle, this block, really, how is it trying to serve you?
This thing is like, it's this desperation thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the block, what I wrote is like, I have to have it. Like and I can't, I'm having a hard time getting my arms around what that is.
The first thing I think of is questioning, I don't already have it. You may not have the X, Y, and Z thing, but the deeper desire, I would question that you don't already have the sense of peace, or that it's not already here before you go looking for it. Can I absolutely know that the peace or that deeper desire isn't already here before you go looking for it? That's just the first thing I would do. What were the values that you would get if you were there? What are the practical things you wrote down?
Freedom, contribution, growth, connection, real connection.
Beautiful. So freedom, contribution, growth, connection?
Real connection.
Real connection. So before you go looking, so you've been kind of conditioned in society to say, if I have X, Y, and Z goals, then I'll have this. And I'm saying let's reverse it.
Right.
Let's support you in experiencing freedom, growth, real connection, and contribution now. And then play with goals.
Right.
So, but if we just slow it down, it's like, can you absolutely know for sure in this moment, before you go looking for those goals, that freedom's not already here?
No, I can't say that.
Really powerful to
Yeah.
wake up to that. And then you wake up to a bigger freedom that's available now. Can you absolutely know that connection or contribution?
Because that's why even making those lists, it's like, that's, if I already have it, then that nothing on that list
It may be a
gives
different
it to me.
list.
Right.
It may be a different list.
It'll get me more here.
That's right. Totally in your heart. Coming from a place of service and abundance. And actually, that's where I experience miracles and doors open up way more gracefully than our limited perspective could have planned for. When we're really attuned and aligned from here. And then we take action. Game on.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would encourage you to ground this as a way to ground this. If you have a meditation practice or a morning practice, to really let yourself feel and embody these qualities daily. Let your body remember and know what it feels like to experience freedom, connection, contribution in your body now. And visualize that. If you want to use images, the body doesn't know the difference between fantasy and reality, so you can use images to help you awaken to those energies now.
See, it's funny when you say that, I feel tense because morning is not me. Like, I don't like morning. I don't like waking up to what's...
How adorable are you right now?
Right? It is. It's like, that's the heavy, in my history too, from just that waking up, and it's like, I know all the possibility. But right now, her pit of the stomach heaviness, like, I don't want to get out of bed because what if,
So I would do, I love that you're just, I appreciate that you're like, I'm not going to do the mornings. You can do it whenever you would like, but there's something in that.
But see, the funny thing is, I think there's a desire in there that I want to.
Yeah. And what would you want to do?
Just to wake up and feel light.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe part of it with age and too, those things, it's like, God, I'm losing time, running out of time or whatever that might be, that makes every day just go, oh God, now I got to get the most of this, and that's pressure.
Yes,
right?
yes, and it keeps adding up.
Yeah.
It's almost like the mind is walking us, like if the mind is like a dog, right? And the dog is walking us rather than us. We don't have dominion over our mind. And that's where it can create a lot of out of alignment actions. And so to really support you in taking dominion over your mind in these patterns, it's just having some kind of practice that helps you see just starting to identify what these are, and then being compassionate with these stories will help you rise above them.
Something just hit me when you said that.
Yeah.
It was just like, what if I woke up and not worried about what I have to do, and just live with that, whether it's 10 minutes or, you know, instead of, because the first thing is always, I have to do this.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get this, and you know, it's that achievement thing. If I'm going to get this and I have to do, you know, and then it's all of a sudden,
The day is overwhelming and I
you're
haven't
already
even gotten out of bed.
Yeah, you're already. It's like the day just started
Yeah.
and you're behind.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I
Right.
get it. And so then you would have time in the morning to start either questioning those beliefs. Maybe it's 10 minutes with breakfast. You can question one belief, or you can take time to feel the abundance, the enoughness of this moment.
Yeah.
That's what I love about meditation. There's no goal, at least the way that I meditate. It's not about a goal to get to some state. So whether I'm in an elated state or a sad state, it's just time to be, just time to allow.
how do you do that?
How do we get there?
No, I
Different course.
I do, but I am, you know, I love my meditation practice, and when I can really, you know, but
there's
then
like
I
an
still have
intention
the,
behind.
yeah,
Just to watch that
I confuse
story.
it, the
Yeah.
intention with the goal of,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's like, stop.
Yeah. And it's just being so sweet with that pattern that wants to get somewhere in the future.
Yeah.
What does that pattern want for you? If you made the most of your life, if you optimized it, and you got all your X, Y, and Z goals, then what?
Freedom, peace.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's skip all the other stuff and start there.
Okay.
Yeah. And so freedom to allow the part of you that's trying to get there. Freedom to be like, okay, sweetheart, you're trying to get there. That's okay. Within me, I have freedom and space for you as well.
Right.
Then you feel a connection with that part of you and with yourself. And then that mirrors your entire life,
Yeah.
right? And you love that part and you contribute to your own well-being, which then reflects to people in your life. So it's just about maybe a really nurturing practice where you allow yourself to see these parts with compassion. Because all they want for you is your peace. All they want is your freedom. So give them freedom within you. Allow yourself to just let them come up and compassionately see them.
Yeah.
And forgive any judgments you've had about your blocks or this part that wants to get there in the future. Of course, it's like it's doing what it's been told to do. It's been conditioned to do. It's just trying to help you make the most out of your life. It just doesn't realize it's using a totally outdated model that doesn't actually help and inspire you.
Yeah.
You're on this hamster wheel. I'm speaking from my own conditioning. It's like, oh, we're being called forward into another way of doing this. And it starts with really being loving and with that pattern, knowing that it's just trying to serve this other intention. So let's find a new way to make sure that you're feeling freedom and peace and contribution and joy, or you know, your qualities now and with these parts of ourselves.
Right.
Make sense? So anytime
Yeah.
it comes up, what is your new relationship with the block?
I think embrace.